Hi, it's Tom from BKM Nutrition, and today I want to talk about fake diet gurus, but more importantly, how to stop yourself getting ripped off by fake diet gurus who sell you a diet plan which they promise is going to help you lose weight and get the body that you want. And in actual fact, what you end up doing is 6 weeks of torture, restricting your foods, feeling generally like crap, and then at the end of it, you go off the diet, eat the foods you like and gain all the weight back again. So how do we stop that happening? Well, we need to look for 5 key indicators of diet gurus, people who don't know about nutrition, they don't know about fat loss, or they know maybe just what's worked for them and now they want to sell it to you, and how to stop yourself getting sucked in, because these people have convincing sales pages. They'll have internet pages that are designed to sell you. They'll have engaged copywriters, they'll engage proper salespeople to package something up to make it sound brilliant and play onto your key thoughts that you're thinking in order to get you to buy. And there is an art to this, there is an art to selling, and these people have it. What they don't have is the knowledge to actually get you lean. So let's go into the 5 key indicators, write them down maybe, or save them so you know when you're looking at a sales page for weight loss, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So firstly, calories don't matter. This is a common thing with diet gurus. They will tell you that calories do not matter. It's old school. It's all the things that the people who don't know what they're talking about talk about. But yeah, you know, it's only that science has shown that a calorie deficit is the only thing that burns body fat in the body. And who wants to listen to scientists? They don't know what they're talking about. I want to listen to a guy with abs who knows what he's talking about because he's got Shredz. So they'll tell you things like you can trick the body, or the calories don't matter as long as you eat them in a certain time, or calories from fat don't matter, and maybe their diets are laden with coconut oil. Maybe they've got a book that's going to tell you to get lean in a certain amount of time, which has loads of calories in their meals. And this is a thing about celebrity chefs. They generally don't know about fat loss. They just make meals up which potentially are going to make you burn body fat, but they actually don't. So calories don't matter. If that's something that comes up, or there's no mention of calories in your diet plan that you get, or when they're talking about it on their website, then they do not know what they're talking about. Calories are the only thing that help you lose body fat, and I've done numerous videos on calorie deficits, how to calculate calorie deficits. That's the first port of call. Whenever you do any sort of diet, you must have a calorie deficit to start. Doesn't matter all the training, all the nutrition, everything else. If you don't start in a calorie deficit, you'll never lose body fat. That's a key thing you must remember when doing a diet. Really, really important. And if you are doing these diets, you end up signing up and they don't ask you for things like your height, your current weight, your level of activity, if you're male or female, and your age. If they don't ask all those things in order to calculate your diet and give you a tailored diet, which everybody else gets, then they don't know what they're talking about. You need to have a calorie deficit. You need to have that thing at the beginning. Okay, so the second thing is a type of diet. So they will promote a certain type of diet as being the secret diet, which is going to blow all the other diets out of the water. They might say, and this is a common one, that this diet is something that's hated by the fitness industry because it's the secret that they don't want you to know about. All these things, this is the secret hack that's going to get you do this type of diet. And these types of diet will fall into keto, vegan, body type diets, blood type diets, sometimes paleo. And now let's get this straight. You know, vegan dieting, nothing against being a vegan at all. I've got nothing against people being carnivores, or nothing against people doing keto diets, but they're not better than any other diet to lose body fat. You still have to have a calorie deficit. Go back to number 1. You still have to eat less calories than what you expend. And if you do a keto diet or a vegan diet or a paleo diet, you've still got to eat less calories. So they're not better for fat loss. They might be better if you're ethically inclined, or if you've got epilepsy maybe for keto, or you've got certain issues with dairy, so sometimes paleo might be better. But that's for a specific reason. For fat loss, it doesn't matter what diet you do as long as you're in a calorie deficit, but they will push you into doing their special type of diet. There's even keto-vegan, which is pretty weird. I don't know what that's all about, but you can do all these different diets that they're talking about as long as you're in a calorie deficit, it doesn't matter. And the problem with this type of diet, it will generally be restrictive. It will generally be something that tells you to cut out something, cut out certain foods. And unfortunately, they generally tend to be the foods that you like. So you end up doing this 6, 12, 8-week diet, not eating the favorite foods that you like, and you start craving them even more, which sets you up at the end for a massive binge on the foods that you like. So if there is a type of diet that they're promoting, keto, vegan, paleo, blah, 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 whatever else, avoid that, because there's no best diet for fat loss. It's calories, that's it. And I've done another video on calculating your calories and putting foods that you like into your diet so you can eat what you like on one of my other videos on the channel. Okay, number 3, weight loss focus. The only thing they're concerned about is how much weight you can lose. Now, I have done another video on why weight loss versus fat loss and why they're not the same. But weight loss will always be a collection of water, a collection of food in your gut, some body fat, and then fluctuations in hormones, sodium, and some other stuff. So weight loss does not always equal fat loss. But people who are trying to lose weight mostly are trying to lose body fat because they're unhappy with the level of body fat that they're carrying around. That's what stops them getting into clothes. That's what stops them looking the way they want to look. But they think they want weight loss. And this is what the diet gurus will promote. It's always, wait. Look at this person. So they'll have a before and after, and they'll have someone who before is quite fat in a bikini normally and looks a bit depressed. And then the second picture, they'll have been on holiday, got their teeth whitened, got a hairdo, nice tan, and they'll have lost all this weight. And it's the before and after picture. What they don't tell you is that after the after picture was taken, that person gained all the weight back again because they went off the diet, ate the foods they like again, and gained all the weight. Now, an interesting fact, if you look at the Biggest Loser program, they tried to do a reunion of all the people on the Biggest Loser program a little while ago, and they scrapped the idea because I think it's like 75% of the people who were on the program had gained all the weight back again because they were pushed into this prison type of diet that you must do this, you must eat this, must do all this exercise. It was an unnatural position for them to be in. They didn't like it. Yeah, they lost the weight, but they gained it all back afterwards because there was no reinforcement of systems to get the weight loss. It was always push, get the weight loss. So if the main selling point of the diet is lose weight, they don't know what they're talking about, because weight loss is one thing, fat loss is another, and fat loss is slower. Fat loss comes on at a much slower rate, and fat loss happens because you've built the right habits and the right systems, and you've consistently kept a calorie deficit for a long period of time and manage that deficit so that you can have days where you go out and have extra food, so that you're not going mad and you're eating the foods that you like. So if the focus is on weight loss, and that's the only focus, like a weekly weigh-in, which does nothing, you need to have a daily weigh-in, so you're weighing so you can see your trend over time and see your average weight loss over time, because that indicates if you're losing fat or not. A weekly weigh-in does nothing, because you can weigh one weight on Saturday morning and be another weight Saturday evening or Sunday morning or Monday morning. It doesn't matter what you weigh on one day. It matters what you weigh through the week and on average, so you can see your progress. So if weight loss is the focus and the only focus, and that's what they're selling, that this person dropped this much weight in this much time, look to avoid that. Now, a lot of diet plans from reputable people will have weight loss drops. They will have comparison, because that's the industry and that's what people, and that's what you want to see. You want to see people who've lost weight so that you can lose weight. So there are people who will do weight loss comparisons, but if you look at their advertising, if you look at the way they talk on Instagram and where they talk on their blog posts and everything else, there will be a focus on systems and habits and changing habits. Weight loss will not be the only focus. So weight loss as a sole goal is not a good thing. Weight loss as part of an overall package of adjusting your diet and lifestyle, that is a good thing. So that's what you should be looking for. Number 4, let's talk about diet bingo. There will be a number of buzzwords that people use in their advertising to get you hooked in. So there'll be things like, I'm going to trick your body into losing body fat, or I'm going to turn on fat burning in your body. Okay. And then they have a secret that no one else knows, but they know because they're going to tell it to you if you pay £997 for their plan. And then also hack your body. They're going to show you how to hack your body to burn body fat. Maybe that you're going to hack an arm off to lose weight. I don't know about that because I don't buy those sorts of plans. But maybe hacking your body is not what you want to do, because when you start hacking your body and trying to trick your body, the body is intelligent and it will fight back and it will start saying, actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to make you more hungry instead. So you go and eat loads of food. Or I want to make you more lazy so that you don't do all these activities that you're trying to do on this diet plan. So hacking your body, tricking your body, secret to fat loss, there's no secret. It's calorie deficit and how you manage that over time. That's the only way that you lose body fat. Turning on fat burning. You can't turn on fat burning. Fat burning goes on and off through the day in a matter of flux anyway. You can't just turn it on and then turn it off again. That doesn't work like that in the body. And number 5, they will have a fat loss supplement that they're going to sell you. This will be diet teas, diet coffee, skinny tea, green tea for fat loss, which actually from scientific evidence is not correct, doesn't work. But green tea is good for things like heart health and stuff like that. So it is nice to drink it, but it won't burn body fat. Ketones, trying to sell you exogenous ketones that you drink to put you into ketosis so that you burn body fat, which is absolute rubbish, because being in ketosis doesn't mean that you're burning body fat. It just means you're burning fat as a fuel. So if you eat loads of fat, or if you drink exogenous ketones to put you into ketosis, all it does, you drink the ketones, they go into your system, you wee it out, and oh look, I'm in ketosis. No, you've just weed out ketones, which has then been picked up by the little sticks they also sell you to show you're in ketosis. But it doesn't mean you're burning body fat. So if it's a ketone, stay well away from those, especially if you're a performance athlete or you look to train in the gym, because ketones, actually the research at the moment is showing that actually ketones can inhibit your performance slightly. So I wouldn't go for those. Classic fat burner, there'll be a fat burner supplement they sell. There's no fat burning supplements. Well, not legal ones anyway. So just be really wary about that, because there are things that are sold on the internet as fat burners which might actually kill you. And I won't tell you what they are because I don't want you to go searching for them, but just be advised that fat burners don't work. Most fat burners are stimulants. All they do is give you a stimulant boost so you maybe expend more energy. But again, talking about diet hacks and body hacks, if you expend loads of energy training in the morning, the body generally tries to slow you down in the evening. It's called compensation. And it does this quite well. If you've ever done a massive amount of exercise in the morning or in the day, you go home, you crash on the sofa, that's the body's feedback saying, look, we've just done a load of exercise, let's have a rest for a bit. So you need to be mindful of that. You need to be mindful of a fat burner is generally just going to be a stimulant base, which is going to give you more energy in the gym. And again, that's not a bad thing. I take stimulants to help me train in the gym because I want more focus and I want more of a better workout. But I'm aware they're not burning fat in my body. I'm aware they're just giving me more of a stimulant boost. And on the scheme of things, if you can keep yourself active during the day by monitoring your steps, for example, having a fat burner or stimulant will give you more energy out. And if you can manage that so you don't slow down, you might actually increase your calories outside of the equation while keeping your calories in the same. So you may burn more body fat as a result of doing that, but the pill is not a fat burner. It doesn't melt fat, it doesn't incinerate fat, it doesn't torch fat off your body, it doesn't do those things. It just is a stimulant, it just gives you a stimulant boost. And the only real fat burners are illegal, and they're drugs, and that's why they're illegal, because they're drugs and they need to be prescribed because they're powerful. So don't take them. Okay, I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I used to take fat burning drugs when I did bodybuilding, but I don't anymore. And they do work, but you do need a calorie deficit as well. Just put that in there. You do also need a calorie deficit. Appetite suppressants. So they'll sell you something to stop you eating loads. Okay, that's great until you stop taking them, and then your appetite returns with a vengeance and you overeat. So you can't take appetite suppressants for the rest of your life. You need to manage your appetite. You need to work with your brain to manage your snacking cravings, the way you eat, the patterns you have, the associated cues that you have with certain foods. You need to manage all those things. So appetite suppressants is a plaster on a massive cut. It doesn't work long term. So no point taking them, just end up messing you up. And I've talked about keto sticks and breath analyzers. I know there is a product out there. Again, I won't mention it because it's absolute bullshit product and it doesn't work. All it does is just you breathe into it and it will tell you if you're ketones, and it even says it's going to hack your body to give you the right diet for the day. Breathing into a breathalyzer in the morning does not indicate how you need to eat for that day. It's just an indication of the fuel you're burning at that time. Now, I'm filming this video first thing in the morning. I've got up, I've not eaten, so I'm probably burning a higher majority of fats as my fuel source at the moment because I haven't eaten. As soon as I finish this video and I go and eat a banana or go and eat my breakfast, I'll start burning more carbohydrates as my food source because there's carbohydrates in the food that I've eaten. So breathing into a breathalyzer to tell you how to eat that day is doing nothing. It's not going to help you at all. It's just a con. It's just something to get you to buy their things so you buy into the diet. And all these things, all the 5 things I've mentioned, they're all buy-ins. They're all things to sell you that these people know what they're talking about, and they're trying to say, look, I know what I'm talking about because blah, 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 blah. Buy my stuff, buy my supplements, and it'll get you shredded. And then let's lead on to the bonus, number 6, which is Dr. Shredz. And Dr. Shredz is in my book, Target Lean. And Dr. Shredz is the personification of all these people on the internet who sell diet plans because they've got abs. Now, I'm not saying that everybody on the internet who's got abs doesn't know what they're talking about, but the majority who will sell you their diet and have a picture of them with abs saying, look, I've got abs, so I know what I'm talking about. I can get shredded and I can get you shredded. If that's their main selling point, the fact that they've got abs and all their pictures are of them with abs, I want you to think about something. If Yoda had told Luke Skywalker, in order to be a Jedi Knight, he had to become small and green and talk backwards, Luke would have never been able to accomplish that. And he didn't need to do that in order to be a Jedi Knight. He just needed to learn the skills and the techniques of a Jedi Knight and adapt the skill to become a Jedi Knight. Now let's think about Dr. Shredz, the guy with abs selling you his diet plan because he knows what he's doing and you've got to do what he does to get Shredz. It's the same thing. You don't need to do what Dr. Shredz does in order to lose body fat. And what they do in terms of, they're probably getting up at 4 a.m. to do cardio, they're probably massively restricting their calories, maybe taking some drugs in the day, maybe taking some fat burning drugs, and they're probably nailing donuts on the weekend as part of their cheat or refeed. Those sorts of habits are not the things you want to get into. You want to get into getting a calorie deficit, getting the foods you like, adjusting the foods you like to the day that you have, making the diet fit your lifestyle, not your lifestyle fit a diet. The people who are selling diet plans because of all the things I've mentioned, and they've got abs and that's their main selling point, if they talk about getting shredded in their advertising, that's a massive, massive red flag. Because getting shredded, and I have been shredded for bodybuilding shows, is not a nice place mentally to be in. And people have this dream about having 6-pack abs and being on the beach and having all this ripped to shreds body, or being in their bikini with nice tight abs and nice tight legs and everything else. Yeah, that's possible. But the fact that you're going to have to almost kill yourself to get down to that level, if you are currently overweight, you should think about that. Think about realistically what you can accomplish in 6 to 12 weeks. Now, I run programs, 6 to 12 week programs, and I'm always honest to people about what they can achieve in that time. I'm never going to say you're going to get abs in 8 weeks unless you are lean already, unless you are something like 10-12% body fat already, because it takes time to lose body fat. It takes time to get that weight off. And if you are thinking you're going to have a shortcut to success, and most people do want a shortcut, they don't actually want to do a lot of work, they just want to pop a pill or do some magic diet and lose the weight, well then you're going to be really susceptible to getting hit by these people and buying their stuff and never getting the results you want. So there's the roundup of how to spot fake diet gurus. If you like this video, please share it. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, click the button. And watch some of the other videos that I talked about, because they will give you a more detailed insight in what you need to do to lose weight. And you don't need to buy any supplements, you don't need to buy any special sticks to eat or any breathalyzers, and you don't need to do a certain type of diet in order to lose weight. You just need to eat into a calorie deficit, the foods you like in that calorie deficit, allocate them over the course of the day so it fits your lifestyle, and then develop routines and habits to be able to do that consistently. Because you doing a diet for one day would get you nothing. Doing it for 6 to 8 weeks consistently, That's what's going to get you the results. And that's what people don't sell. They don't sell how to do it consistently. They say do it for 6 weeks. They boot camp it up. They say we'll do it all for this 6 weeks time. We'll shred the fat off you. And at the end, they go bye. And then they come back around about in 2 or 3 months time going, hey, you know that when we did that diet, you lost all that weight. I know you're fat again because my program was shit. Do you want to do that program again and lose body fat? And you go, yeah, I'll do it because I think it was my fault that I got fat afterwards, not the fact that I didn't know what I was doing because you didn't tell me. So yeah, I'll do that again. Here's my money. And it's a never-ending cycle of getting lean, getting fat, giving money to someone. Break that cycle, think about what you need to do, and all this stuff that you need to do is on my website. It's for free. You can go and download all the images, you can look at the articles, you can listen to my podcast with Paul, you can listen to watch my videos, you can watch my Instagram stuff, you know, my Instagram stories. I talk about this stuff all the time. It's all free because I don't need to sell you secret hacks. I work with people privately to do those sorts of things and develop their habits and routines. I don't need to sell you a hack. I don't need to do all that. So the information you need is free. It's on my website. Go and download it, go and have a look at it. Don't pay someone hundreds of pounds just to give you a Shredz diet which won't work. Save your money. Okay, thanks for watching and I will see you again soon.